Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the short afternoon broadcast from Brixton Inner Space Outreach, an organization of the World Spiritual University, Brahmakumaris. My name is Bobby John. I'm a student of Raj Yoga Meditation. This week, I have great pleasure in introducing the theme, Karma, the art of creating a beautiful destiny. Today, I would like to approach this wonderful topic through some stories so that you can realize some of the misconceptions we have about karma and how we can truly approach it like an art and create our own destiny. So, karma is like a boomerang. Whatever we send eventually comes back at us. Let me try and explain some of the misconceptions of what we have about karma through this small story. Once a teacher asked little Tommy, um, what do you know about karma? Have you heard of this term called karma? And little Tommy said, it's when my mom tells me, wait till your dad gets home. So we might look at this and smile and realize this is probably the approach that we have also had towards this concept called karma. Karma is not something that's waiting to get us, as Tommy thinks. It's basically life reflecting back what we have created. Many people think about karma as punishment, but it's not. It's the law of cause and effect. Every thought, word, and action that I create creates a karmic account. It's like sowing seeds in a field. Today's seeds become tomorrow's harvest. As the scripture Bible says, as you sow, so shall you reap. Let me try and explain this philosophy with another example. Once a father took a small boy to the mountains, and the boy suddenly shouted, you are stupid. And suddenly he heard the echo, you are stupid, you are stupid, you are stupid. The boy became very upset. So the dad looked at him and smiled, and he shouted, you are wonderful. And then immediately came back the echo, you are wonderful, you are wonderful. He used that opportunity to teach that boy a small lesson. Life is also like the mountain. It echoes back what we have sent out. And karma also works very much along those same lines. Every vibration that we send out in terms of thought, word, and actions finds a way to come back to us. Let me uh, let me try and tell you another story about a teenage son and a dad. So the son came and confessed to the dad, I have an anger problem. Confessed to the dad and saying this. So dad said, it's okay, son. We can work on it. But he gave him a box of nails and said, every time you get angry, you hammer this nail into the fence. Boy said, okay. And after the first day, he came back and told the dad, I unfortunately I hammered around 30 nails into the fence. So he started working with his dad, and slowly he addressed the anger problem. And finally, he was able to spend a full day without any anger, any instance of being angry. So he came and announced proudly to his dad. So the dad said, I'm very pleased with you, son. So now every day that you are able to spend without any instance of being angry, you take out every nail that you have hammered in that fence. So every day that he was able to spend without any instance of getting angry, he was able to take out one nail at a time. And a day came when he was able to show his dad that, hey, dad, look at it, I have all the nails are gone. The dad was very happy to see that. Yes, you see, the nails are gone, my son, but the marks remain. Asking for forgiveness is wonderful if you have done some mistake. Forgiving others for their mistakes is a great thing because you can let go and it gives you freedom as well. However, wouldn't it be wonderful if we are able to work on ourselves and, so that we do elevated karma so that few holes or lesser number of holes are created in the first place? So, the spiritual university teaches us that karma, although karma, the word karma means action, it begins before action, begins as a thought, because thought is the seed of action. When we are able to create a peaceful and loving thought, the chances are our words will become gentler and loving. And when we are able to do that, our actions become elevated. And when that happens, the destiny changes. Destiny is also not something waiting for us in the future. Its destiny is being written by the thoughts that we are creating every day. So let me give one more story before we conclude. So there was an old man who used to plant trees, uh, mango trees, and he had become very old and also terminally ill. So one person in that mango farm told him, "No, you're very old. If you're planting seeds, you may not be around when the fruits come. So, why don't you relax? You have done enough." So the old man said, "Son, I have had many fruits from the trees which I never planted. I'm sure these seeds that I plant will be useful for someone when they become trees and someone else can eat the fruit." This attitude is beautiful karma. This is beautiful karma. Not thinking about what can I get, but what can I give. It will also be a good, useful exercise for us to, before doing any action, have three questions. Am I in the truth? Is this act kind? Is it really necessary? If the answer to the questions are yes, then the chances are that you are creating good karma. So, in conclusion, I would like to say every day we get up with empty hands and a lot of choices. We have the choice to carry on with yesterday's anger or create today's peace. We can respond or react. We can choose to blame people and situations, or we can create beautiful karma. So every day, today when we go, if we can resolve that let me create one more peaceful and loving thought, one more loving word or gentler word, and one more selfless action than what I did yesterday. If I'm able to do this, we will notice that we will become lighter, our relationships become more harmonious, and little by little, we can help create a better world. Karma is, after all, not about fear. It's about the freedom to create the future we want, one thought, one word, and one action at a time. We have come to end of time, but I would also like to recommend that we can train ourselves to create the right kind of thoughts through meditation. Meditation is defined in Bhagavad Gita as a skill in action, teaching the mind what to think and how to think. And thereby we can make karma as an art of creating a beautiful destiny. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.